Hello and welcome to Digi8.com. We are going to cover the topic on mindfulness. Now let's start with what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a primal human capacity to be conscious of location and action. It is not being too responsive or being overwhelmed by events one finds themselves in the middle of. It implies that there is complete attention to what is taking place, to actions and the location. Mindfulness minus judgment is becoming conscious of surroundings. This is developed by training in meditation. It can also be a way to gain wisdom and become self-aware. Moving on to the origin of mindfulness. Mindfulness originates in sati, which is an integral part of Buddhist practice. It comes from Tibetan methods for meditating, Vipassanā and Zen. The Buddhist phrase, which in English means mindfulness, comes from the Pali phrase sati. It also has a Sanskrit equivalent smṛti. It is translated to bear attention. The exact meaning of the phrase has been investigated and debated to a great degree. Moving on to benefits of mindfulness. First, cognition becomes more flexible. Some studies also show that mindfulness allows greater cognitive flexibility along with helping people be less responsive. Meditation stimulates the section of the brain that develops adaptive reactions to negative or stressful scenarios. Next, helps with well-being. Mindfulness makes it easier to enjoy life's joys. It allows one to partake in activities fully. It also allows one to tackle issues in a better manner. Next, emotional response is less. Studies show that mindfulness techniques can help people draw attention away from upsetting images. It lets them concentrate on cognitive tasks better than those exposed to images but skip meditation. Next, good for mental health. Nowadays, psychotherapists use mindfulness meditation to deal with many problems. These include obsessive-compulsive disorder, anxiety disorders, conflicts between couples, eating disorders, substance abuse and depression. And finally, mindfulness is also good for physical health. Mindfulness can help with many things. These include relieving gastrointestinal problems, helps with sleep, cure for chronic pain, decreased blood pressure, treatment for heart issues, and stress relief. Now moving on to mindfulness techniques. First, draw attention to actions. Kabat-Zinn developed a well-known method for this. At his MBSR program, a raisin must be chewed mindfully. It conjoins the internal satiety and hunger signals. Mindful eating can be used for staying conscious and healthy about eating habits. Next, of course, meditation. A technique can be used to use a straight chair or pillow or sit on the floor. One can shut their eyes and become conscious of their breathing. They can become conscious of the movements in the abdomen and how their nostrils feel. This is not an attempt to manage one's breathing. It tries to make one conscious of one's natural breathing rhythm. Next, be compassionate when getting distracted. If stray thoughts arise, one should not judge themselves. One has to identify that the mind is straying and then draw it back. Next, avoid judgments. If judgments crop up when applying the method, they should be ignored after making a note. Next, focus on the present. Mindfulness has a simple aim that can, however, be a bit complicated. The intention is to focus on the current situations minus judgment. And finally, keep some time for it. A meditation bench or cushion and other tools are not needed for mindfulness methods. It does require some space and time. Moving on to mindfulness meditation. Mindful meditation is a method of training. It allows one to control their thoughts, become more positive, and pacify the mind and body. It brings mindfulness and meditation practice together. It is a mental state which concentrates on the present. One can accept their sensations, feelings, and thoughts minus judgment. Methods are different, but mindfulness meditation consists of awareness of mind and body and deep breathing. To begin, one needs a spot to sit. They need at most 5 minutes, and they need to avoid a judgment mentally. And finally, let's look at an example of mindfulness. In this case, 5 mindfulness techniques from Jeff Bezos. A Huffington Post piece regarding Amazon's Jeff Bezos' approach to mindfulness. There are 5 techniques. First, Jeff tries to visualize what will happen later. Now, without Jeff Bezos planning into the future, Amazon would not be where it is. He visualized that he could grow into something big. Without this, Amazon would not grow. He would only be vending books from his bookstore. Next, he starts the day early. Jeff Bezos gets up at 5 a.m. precise. The motivation is that it gives more time to answer crucial emails and calls, journal, meditate. It helps him be productive for the rest of the day. Next, he sleeps 8 hours a day. Good decision making needs the brain to work well. This is only possible when one is fully rested. Next, he's a daily reader. Reading can help one's skill set and knowledge increase. Reading helps one to grow and learn. Half an hour of daily reading can help significantly. And finally, sometimes he does his own dishes. This does not need concentration and can energize the mind. Little tasks allow a brain to recharge. It is preparation for innovatively tackling problems later on. Mental tasks are not the only things needed for a healthy brain. Recharging with the help of little tasks is also required. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on mindfulness. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. Thank you and see you in the next video.